Hello. Tonight I am going to demonstrate for you how I make my family protein bombs. What these are little snacks for my boys and my husband to just grab out of the refrigerator and go. The recipe that I originally had like chocolate in it, and my husband doesn't like chocolate. My kids don't really care for it either, so I leave out the chocolate. And I've kind of tweaked it a little bit to kind of fit our lifestyle a little bit better. So let's get started. First of all, it has oatmeal in it. Oatmeal is really good for you, and it's fulfilling. So you're going to take 1 cup of oatmeal, ground flaxseed. If you don't know anything about ground flaxseed, it's amazing. It has a lot of fiber in it, and it's just really good for you. This recipe originally called for like a cup of flaxseed, and you cannot give a 1-year-old that much flaxseed because you will be changing the worst diapers you have ever seen in your life. So I cut it down to 1/2 cup because, like I said, you don't need that for your kids. Shredded coconut is also something that this recipe called for, and it only had like a little bit in it, and I like coconut and so do my kids. So I usually do about 1 cup of coconut. The best part of this recipe, peanut butter. If you don't like peanut butter, I don't know what's wrong with you. But peanut butter, and I use extra crunchy peanut butter only because I like the crunchiness of the nuts in these little balls. That's probably about 1 cup. I'm so used to making these that I don't actually measure the peanut butter. I just kind of wing it. Okay. And then last but not least, honey. And this, I usually put about 1/2 cup to 3/4 of a cup. It kind of depends. Sometimes the ingredients are kind of dry, sometimes they're not. So put about 1/2 cup of honey. And then mix it all in. My kids absolutely love these. I have made a batch of these before and got them all set up, ready to go, and put them in the fridge. Came home from work and there was none left. I'm telling you, my kids and my husband tear this up. You can do the next part a couple different ways. You can either, I have one of these little ice cream cookie scoops. You can either use this to scoop it out into balls, or you can press it out into a pan. If you do press it out into the pan, I highly recommend spraying your hands with some kind of spray so that everything doesn't stick to you. And see, it's really hard to stir. And this is the part where I just use my hands because it's going to be, if you don't, you just can't get everything. You really want that flaxseed mixed up in there good. It looks like it needs some more honey. But as you can see, it's kind of got like a thick consistency. And it doesn't really look that good, but it's delicious. So in this next part here, kind of make some room here. You're going to want to get some like parchment paper and put down. And then this is the part where I prefer to use the scoop because I can like tell my kids, you can have 2 balls or you can only have 1 bite. Because if not, I'm telling you, they will tear it up. And then you just scoop it, and I like to roll it up and kind of like pack it up really good. And then put them on a cookie sheet, stick them in the refrigerator, leave them for about 15 minutes, let them get nice and hard, put them in a Ziploc baggie, and they stay good for weeks. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. It's something that I make for my family all the time. Thank you.